night. She told me don't be so uptight. She wanna keep me up all night. She might kill me, call me a pretty little thing. Wanna keep me up all night. Says it's gonna make.
Hello, Facebook fam. I'm glad. Thank you for joining in, tuning in for me, listening to me today. I've got a lot to talk about, as you probably know, but thanks for tuning in. Thank you, Jesus, for giving me another opportunity to talk to your people. Lord, I want you to give me every opportunity to try to understand what just happened in this election. Give me every opportunity to embrace this new president that we have. Father, give me another opportunity to help people to understand that you still are large and in charge. And I want to thank the people that's tuning in to me, listening to me today. I want you to bless them, bless their families, Lord, and bless the ones that are out there protesting. Protect them, Lord. Put them in your arms, in your loving arms, Lord, and let them know that they can always call on you. Lord, I want you to just bless everyone that don't understand what's going on right now. Touch their heart, Lord, that they can have a new beginning in you, because we know that you are always in control. We just want to give you all the praise, honor, and glory. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Okay, first of all, I want to, again, thank you guys for joining in. I'm going to talk to you, which I always try to enlighten you and try to save some money. It's Christmas time, and a lot of people are really trying to get our money. So I just want to enlighten you and try to keep as much money in your pocket as you possibly can. It's going to be hard because the retailers know, they market us, they know what we like. They're going to put everything out there to try to boost their profits. They only can do it like maybe 3 to 4 times a year. So this is one time that they really, Thanksgiving and Christmas, they're really going to try to boost their profits. So first of all, I want to start out with, I'm going to be changing shots back and forth. I really always, when I stream, I always want to change shots. This is just for me personally, because right now I'm getting ready to go mobile, and I just want to make sure once I go mobile that if somebody has a stream they want me to do, then I can go to different shots and let them see that this is what can happen if I was streaming their live event. Okay, so just bear with me. Everything's going to be okay, but I'll just be changing shots, different angles. First of all, I want to talk about those that have an iPhone. The Samsung, they're going to come out with a Galaxy Note 8. It's just a matter of time. I think it's going to be sometime at the first of the year. But they're going to come out with a Galaxy Note 8, which, you know, we'll see what's going on. They're going to have some new features on it, but as consumers, we know that they're going to attract us in some way. I've got a Galaxy Note 4, and I love it. My brother's got a 5. So we don't even want to talk about the 7 anymore. So, but Apple has a lot of apps. I use a lot of Apple apps for different types of equipment that I use. I use a lot of Apple apps, but Apple has so many apps. I think it's probably over 150,000. I don't have enough time to go in and find what I need, and I keep it moving. But Apple is letting these developers develop these apps, and they really not watching what goes through. I think Apple is getting a certain percentage of the revenue anyway. So these developers are just sitting cranking them out left and right. But the problem is these apps have a lot of stuff inside of them that can get our personal identification, our personal information. So a lot of that stuff that's free, you really have to watch it, because some of that stuff can eventually trickle into your computer, into your phone. And if you do bill pay, or if you go into, sites that like Apple Pay, if you do Apple Pay, sometimes, they can get into, and sometimes, if you go to different apps, they can get your personal information. So be very, very careful about these apps. So just want to give you guys a head up. Apple knows about them, and whether they're going to do anything about them, I don't know. But Apple, are letting these apps go through left and right. So just be very careful about when you have those apps going through. Okay, just to give you guys a heads up. So I just switched to another one of my shots. I think I'm at another camera here, so I'm talking to this camera right here for a minute. So I just want to talk about it's Christmas time, okay? So that means that a lot of companies, a lot of retailers are going to be putting stuff on sale that is going to attract us, okay? So we have to be very, very careful to do your homework. I was at Sam's today and I put on Facebook earlier, this lady had, which is a good deal right here. This lady had a Samsung, the LG, 70-inch 4K. Another thing, we don't want to look at nothing but 4Ks this year, okay? No 1080p's. If you see a 1080p for $400, please pass on it. Everything is going to 4K. Okay, if you buy a TV, you expect to have the TV for over 10 years. So if you're going to have a TV in 10 years, it's going to be 5K. Okay, but 4K is really what you should be looking for now. So please listen to me. 4K, because they're going to be pushing 1080p, but it's only $250. A TV to me, it's a major investment. Okay, it's an investment that you should keep at least for 5 to 10 years. I've got a TV upstairs that I've had since '02, 46 inch, and it still plays, but it's 720p. But in 2001, 720p, I think I can get it to 1080p, but it's no 4K. So if you just picked up a 1080p or something like that, if you can take it back, take it back. Pay an extra $50, $60, but they're going to go on sale big time. So when you stand in line the day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday, we know everybody want to boycott Black Friday. You know you're going to Black Friday. What we need to boycott is sporting events. I put that on Facebook. I haven't been in one. My daughter, my wife, we haven't been in any events in 2016, okay? So those that have joined me, that's great. If not, so be it. That's your prerogative. But I just want to let you guys know, 4K, okay? Let's look at 4K. But I was in, lady got it for $1,000, 70-inch, 4K. That was a good deal. She beat the system. Anytime you can keep money in your pocket, you beat the system, okay? So just to give you guys a heads up. So, I was in Sam's today and I was watching a demo. Okay, a lady was putting on. I'm gonna come over here now. A lady was doing a demo, and on a product. It was a steamer type, like a shark steamer. Okay, and she did this demo, and it was a great demo. I cannot, she knew everything she was talking about. She hit the high points right at the right time, and she was very humorous with the artist. She had about 7-8 people, including myself. And good presentation, great presentation. And it was a great product. A lot of people are putting out a great product. It had a 2-year warranty. If she said, okay, if you run over with the car, that was very humorous. Who's going to have that outside and with the car in the driveway? But it's automatic. 2 years, they're going to send you another one. Okay, that's fine. So we heard the presentation, saw the presentation, and about probably about 10 minutes, a good 10 minutes into it, she finally got to the price. And it was almost like back in the day when I seen the episode on Fred Sanford when he was doing a Whopper chopper. Then, and he was saying how great it was, and this, that, and the other. She had the same presentation, which it was a great presentation. Don't get me wrong. Her company would be proud of her. But I'm concerned about the price, okay? So I had my phone with me, my best friend. My phone is my best friend. It messed up on me. I sent it in to Samsung. They got it back right. I got 6.0 Marshmallow on there. It's almost like I got a Samsung Galaxy. I'm a Note 5, okay? Real nice. So she finally got to the price. The price $180 something. She was throwing, they had a little steamer or something that you can steam. I really needed one, for when I hook up, put up my green screen to get the wrinkles out. I really was looking at that. I was gonna buy it separate if she had it anyway, but it was a different type of steamer. Didn't seem like it was for, to get wrinkles out of clothes, nothing like that. But she was throwing that in. Then she was throwing the pads that you use, that type of thing. But we already got one here at the house. I bought one last year, pretty good. But they hold water, they heat up, they do steam, this type of stuff. It's real nice. But I went on the website. I typed in steamer, floor steamer, and came up. I was on Sam's.com. Had one in there for like $50-$60. Same thing. It was a different brand, don't get me wrong, but what's $50? What's $60? Opposed to 188, and something happened to it, you start dealing with it, and then all of a sudden it breaks down on you. So that's what we're looking at. So be very careful when you see something this holiday season. Pull your phone out. If you got access to the internet, Amazon, go to Amazon, or just type it in, and it's gonna bring up to where you might can buy it at. It's our phones will save us a lot of money. Okay, so that's what I want us to really look at. Trying to do your homework about when you want to buy something, because we're impulse buyers. I am. Okay, if I really feel like that I need it, I'm gonna do my homework on it. If I can get it cheaper, I'll go home and purchase it online. So, but I just found out today, Amazon, if you have Amazon Prime, which is $97 a year, I think I got mine on sale. My brother told me that Amazon had a sale running on. I think I got it for like $60 or something like that. But they're gonna raise it because I get free shipping. Okay, anything they say they give you 2-day, but I'm not gonna pay no extra money. That's how they're trying to get some of that money back. I'm not gonna pay no extra money for 2-day shipping. It's nothing that I really need that bad. But Amazon Prime is gonna raise the price of the membership because they got free shipping. So now's the time for Walmart. You want to be competitive, Walmart? Get into the market. You got enough money. Building warehouses, Amazon building big warehouses, UPS building big warehouses. Get these big warehouses, save us some money. And that'd make Amazon. See, I love companies that's competitive. Okay, I really hate monopolies, and Walmart had a monopoly for a long time now, and Amazon is really getting big. Okay, but now Walmart is starting to catch up, but they don't want to pump the money out. They got money, spend it, pump the money out. Get these products out here, give us free shipping. We go to you anyway now. I can go to Walmart.com and I can order something and I can go to the store and pick it up. Well, it's convenient, but I want to ship to the house. Best Buy is trying to get into the, but Best Buy is, their price point is, they can't really, if it's a certain amount, they give you free shipping, but that type of thing. But just be aware that use your cell phone when you shop. Okay, compare prices. Go to Amazon.com. Okay, now let's get to the election. My jaw dropped. Okay, I was dumbfounded. I just knew when the election first started, okay, it's those small states, okay, that's fine. But Hillary trailed the whole night. Okay, she trailed the whole night. So, and then as the next morning, I was really upset. I was absolutely upset. Because this man says what he wants to say, does what he wants to do. And people, I'm not saying they like it, But they deal with it. They always giving excuses why, well. But I'm people of color. And I know the history he has with people of color. So he changes overnight? Could be. But God can get his attention. Whether he realizes that or not, God can get his attention. So it grew on me, and I really didn't know what I wanted to talk about, but I knew I was coming on my talk show. I knew I was. I was riding around all week long in my truck trying to figure out, God, what do you want me to talk about? So I'm going to get to the core of what I want to talk about. And I want to talk about two things. But first thing, I'm going to talk about this election. Okay? Now, I'm not really worried about him being president because, like President Obama, they only going to give him so much power. He still got to go to the House, but they got the House. Okay? Now, what I'm worried about are the racist white people that's going to come to the forefront. Okay? That's what I'm concerned about because they've been subtle with it, with this racist remarks. And, people put on Facebook when, I heard this one lady say, we owned y'all. That really struck a nerve. We owned y'all. Regardless of what you did in the past, you don't cross the line like say, we owned y'all. So with that being said, no fight broke out, but you don't really argue with people because you don't argue with fools. And apparently that lady was a fool, but you as long as they don't I tell my daughter, as long as nobody don't put their hand on you, you got to turn around and walk away. When I was in my 20s, it was really very, very hard for me to walk away. My mother used to always say, boy, you always want to get the last word. But you can't argue with a fool. Thank God for wisdom. Because I'm not going to argue with you. I see a lot of stuff on Facebook, and I respect people's right to say what they want to say. I can also say, okay, I don't agree with it, but that's their profile, that's their page. That's what they said. I respect that. But you don't have to go to the point where you call us the N-word, I owned you, and all that stuff, because everybody's not going to think like me. Okay, pretty soon, it's going to be bloodshed. If white people that want to say this stuff to us and want to harm us, it's going to be bloodshed. And I pray that God steps in, and even if Trump says something, okay, look, we all got to get along. Everybody gets a campaign promise. The gays and lesbians got theirs with Obama. The Hispanics got something with Obama. Y'all know we gave President Obama a pass. Y'all know that. He did a lot of good, don't get me wrong. But we gave President Obama a pass because he's black. I told this white boy at one of my customers, I said, he said, Larry, why are you voting for President Obama? I said, because he's black. I voted for him because my ancestors was out in the field picking cotton till the sun went down, and look where I can go. Look what I can do. Look how far we've come a long way. My father couldn't go a lot of different places, regardless of where he was in the United States. But look where we can go. Okay? We can go anywhere, we can do anything, but we're not utilized. You see this man behind me, right here? This man could have raised all those kids. But this man chose to say, America has given us a blank check, has given Black America a blank check. He spoke up for us, and white America knows that they were wrong. But it's just so many of them to say we can't change, we can't change. But look what God did. He changed those people's hearts, changed those people's minds, and look where we at today. We have the power to make change. But God is not going to bless us as a people until we humble ourselves to him. So we're going to be tested now, because we're going to be somewhere eating and somebody going to look at this so-and-so, just to get our attention, to degrade us. And what are we going to do? We're going to get up and rise up, and we're going to say, but we can nip that in the bud right now. It's going to happen sooner or later. It's going to happen, because okay. I'm going to get to the point that I really wanted to make. Okay. God been trying to get, I'm not saying we're the true Israelites, and some people on Facebook say we're the true Israelites. We probably are, but I know God loves everybody. Okay, so God told Dr. King, say, I want you to say something. I want you to speak up. Dr. King, he could have been like Moses. Why me, Lord? I stutter. He could have been like Moses. He could have been like Jonah. Those of you to read the Bible, you know what I'm talking about. He could have been like Jonah. He probably was at first. And then all of a sudden he changed his mind and said, I got to speak up. And he knew what was going to happen to him. Malcolm X knew what was going to happen to him. President Kennedy, maybe he didn't know. I don't know. Robert Kennedy, I don't know. These are the people that could really change white people's course of thinking. And white people said they did it with death. They didn't do it with, I'm not going to hire blacks. They did it with death. They silenced Dr. King. And we still ignored it. My generation ignored it. We didn't ignore it, but we just didn't do nothing about it. We did. We got educated. I'm getting to the core of this. We got educated. But we like to live a good life, but we had to handle our business. And the white man kept throwing stuff at us, put drugs in our community in the age of what Reagan did. One white boy said Reagan was the greatest president of the United States. But white people they really are kind of naive. They really are stuck on something that they really think that they're really better. They really think that they're doing us a favor, but we're not taking care of our business. And right now, I drive up and down the highways, the interstates, and I see these work crews. And I see these heavy equipment operators. You heard Donald Trump, you heard President Obama say, you're going to fix the roads. Who do you think is getting those jobs? I'm talking about the heavy equipment operator job. In the 70s, when I left college, I was going to do heavy equipment operator. But I really didn't want to work outside. That wasn't me. But these white boys are making 20 plus an hour. Okay? And the Hispanics that they got working with them. But where are the black people at? We have to fend for our jobs. So we're going to jail. We're unemployed. We're getting killed. We're not handling our business. And now God has put us in the position to handle our business. We have to handle our business, because we're going to keep doing everything we're doing, and all of a sudden the rapture happens. Even if it happens, your house will be in order. The core, we have to get to the core. You know what the core is? The black man. That's the core. Unless we get to the core, then we branch off with families, wives. That's the core. God made man before he made woman. But we was brought over here in chains. We were given this, given that, but all that's in the past. White people are not going to talk about slavery because they know they were wrong. They're not going to give us any reparations because they know that that's admitting to guilt. They admit to guilt to any other race other than black people. You guys know we got a black family in the White House. Slaves built that White House. But it's time to handle our business. They've been throwing money at us because they know we need the money. And we pretty much doing whatever for the money too. But God has put us in the position we have to make a change. We have to stand up for what is right and open up the Bible. Because we refuse to open up the Bible, and I'm going to be honest with you, because you can't keep doing what you're doing. You can't get on Facebook because a lot of times when you get on Facebook, Facebook really expresses the person. Expresses the person's personality. I'll probably lose friends after this, but I'd rather lose you than lose God. Okay? Because if the black man rises up, turn on the TV, you see wholesome families with white man in a commercial with the kids. That's wholesome. We look at it like, well, wish my family would like that. No. No. We have to get back. If we don't turn on the TV, we won't see all that, okay? We'll see what we want to see, what's around us. I don't watch TV that much. My daughter doesn't watch TV that much. But we do turn on the news, me and my wife. We do turn on the news. At least we got to see the news. But at nighttime, you see what happened. But in the morning time, they put on all this black people that's going to jail, that home invasion. These are black men. You just don't see all that at night. But in the morning time when I'm ready to go to work, all they show are black men and this is directed like that. And who's up that early in the morning? Elderly white people. Because they want to put it into their heads so they can put it into their kids' heads, and then the kids put it in their kids' heads that this is what young black people do. I'm telling you, it's a setup. But we can't blame this on the white man no more. Okay? Tomorrow morning, it might be more people at church. I'm hoping that it is, but you got to open up the Bible because you got to get direction. Because if you go to church, you pray, you don't know about the Bible, where are you getting your direction from? From some source, and your source is probably going to be the wrong source. So I'm not mad because Trump got elected. If I really would have, I'm really an independent. I believe in conservatism. I truly, and a lot of people on Facebook do the same thing. But we've been Democrats for years. I don't have a problem. My mother, father was Democrat. I was raised Democrat. But now, Democrats, all they do is really throw us a bone. And that's fine. If you don't want to believe, I'm cool with that. But I'm going to speak my piece because this is my talk show, and I'm going to say it. There's nothing wrong with being a free thinker. I didn't want to vote for Hillary, but I did because I had to vote. There's some people on Facebook that say, I didn't vote, I ain't voting. Few of them I deleted, okay? Few of them I deleted because our ancestors was in those cotton fields. They took their kids away from them. All they wanted to do was just be happy the little time they could. They couldn't be happy 12, 13 hours a day working out there in the field, but what little time they could be happy, they were happy with each other. And what did the white man do? He took the babies. You take a baby, a mother would do anything for that baby. They took the baby away because they wanted that baby to breed or that baby to whatever. So I'm not mad because Donald Trump, because if Hillary had got in there, we would still stay status quo. But now, when Clinton was in office, he pushed some people off welfare. And then Obama came back. White people still complain. There's a lot of white people on welfare too. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about black people on welfare. Okay? We have to start opening up businesses. I know businesses ain't for everybody. Those that want the business, open up your business. Those that don't, patronize the people that have the businesses. Those that open up businesses, if something's not right, make it right. If you got to give people their money back, give people their money back. If you go to the white man and you're not satisfied, he gonna give you your money back. Because it ain't about the money. It's about retaining customers. This is what we have to go to. It's time. So I'm not mad at Donald Trump. I'm gonna be upset with these white people that's gonna start coming up in our faces. That's what I'm gonna be upset about. But we really have to open up the Bible and get an understanding. That's what we got to do. If we get an understanding to start opening up the Bible, you're going to change. You're going to change anyway, because Donald Trump is going to make you say, okay, I'm cutting some social services. I'm cutting some welfare. I'm cutting some food stamps, because now all this is white code. White code is going to come forth, and we're not going to know nothing about it. So, I think I might just lost my connection, but I'm recording it anyway. It'll be back up. So I really hate that. I don't know what happened, but I'm still going. I'm still going strong. I'm still going live. I just don't know what happened, but it'll be back up. Sorry for the mishap. I really don't know what happened, but I record everything that I stream. So this will be back up when I'm through. But so I just want everybody to know it's time to open up the Bible. If you Muslim, whatever religion you got, open up the Bible, because we can't win a bloody battle with the white man. We're not going to win. But we can win economics. Okay? This is what we can win. They might have took me off Facebook because of the way I talk, because this big brother is watching me on Facebook. So they might be taking me off because of the way that I'm talking. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that. So, but pretty soon, if this gets really worse, we're going to have to really stop going to these sporting events, and our black athletes are going to have to come off the field, because white people really want to harm us. So if nothing happens or nothing changes and we accept whatever white people are going to do to us verbally, mentally, and emotionally, we really have given white people to say, okay, I give. Just let me make what little money you can let me make. Just let me be able to live in peace. They're not going to let us live in peace. They're taking away our pride, our dignity. So we have to open up the Bible. It's all kind of other ways, but the best way is open up the Bible. Now, one last thing, I want to talk about the protesters. Everybody has a right to protest. Everybody has a right to boycott. But after the protesting is over, because when Black Lives Mattered, they were protested. When a black kill a black, nobody's protested. When a black gets killed by a cop, everybody's protesting. We ready to tear up our own neighborhoods. That's really counter thinking. But I can't stop people from doing what they're going to do, but I can encourage people to open up the Bible. And after the protesting is done, because that man is not going to not be inaugurated. He knows to just lay low. You got it now. Just lay low, stay out of the limelight. Just let your little press secretaries, whatever, stay out of the limelight until your inauguration. But the problem is the escalation of the white supremacy. That's the problem. But you know what? We have to, as Christians, we have to rise up now. We have to rise up. Because if we don't, the Antichrist is saying the earth is mine. And God didn't put Christians here to just not say anything. He put us here to spread his word. Not only on Sundays, we got to start spreading his word almost 7 days a week. So I've got some new products I'm getting ready to roll out dealing with the Bible. I just hope that you guys embrace it and share with other people, because as Christians, we've got to get, what's the word I'm saying? Mobilized, and we've got to get visible. Mobilized and visible. We want to let people know I'm a Christian. I'm not standing for this white supremacy. So if you get caught with arguing with somebody, you got to walk away. It's going to make you feel funny. It's going to make you feel less of a person, but you still got your dignity. If you stay there, if you fight, and then when it's over with, you might kill somebody, how you going to feel? To live is for Christ, to die is for gain. You can spin that all different kind of ways, but the way it's worded, I'm going to live for Christ. If I die, I get eternal life. That means it's a gain. So after the protest is done, let them protest. If they want to protest, that man is not going to say, okay, well, I'm going to step down. Since y'all don't really like what I'm doing, I'm going to step down. Do you honestly think the white supremacists will come after him if he do that? Because all these weapons that they got, been buying up, ready for a race war. If we don't boycott, it might be a race war. Because we don't have any leverage. What leverage do we have? I got my gun, you got your gun. Let's see who draws it first. How stupid is that? Just one of my customers I delivered to in Birmingham, better get as many guns as you can. I said, all it takes is one bullet. So what are you going to do with all that gun? It's like you watch these movies on TV. James Cagney, he shoots, empties the gun. He throws it away. He pulls another gun out. What good is that? This man behind me didn't die. Let's not let him die in vain. Because once we get to heaven, if we get to heaven, he's going to be there. And then he's going to say, why didn't you do more? You didn't believe in what I did? But as my generation, we failed the next generation. We should have embraced them to say, you never forget Dr. King. But we did. We don't have nothing. We don't own nothing. We still asking the white man for a job. The Asians are not asking the white man for a job. The Chinese are not asking the white man for a job. The black people still asking the white man for a job. It's like the money we get, we scared to invest it. I'm not even talking about stocks. I'm just talking about opening up a business, patronizing a black business. So if they hire somebody, that might be your child. If we see other races doing it, what makes you think we can't? But you know what? God put us in the position to say, if you don't do this, you're going to perish. So I'm not mad at Donald Trump. I'll never call him President Trump until he owns it. But right now, he's Donald Trump. I'm trying to say Donald Trump. I've been saying dump. But I'm going to go ahead. But the office of the president, Obama was in there. They made him look like a monkey. They made Michelle Obama look like a monkey. Look how much they disrespected him. And this was the highest position in the land. And look how they disrespected him. But yet still, we want to automatically start calling him President Trump. I'm not calling him President Trump. I'll quit calling him dump because I respect the office of the president. But these white people out here didn't respect anything because they too busy listening to what their grandparents told them because that's what embedded in their heads and they're embedded in their kids' heads. It's not fair. Little kids, it was on Facebook, little kids are getting talked about at school. These are our babies. And all of a sudden, how you think they're going to feel when they get 16? It's like you can go on Facebook you can go on the internet right now and you can see kids at picnics when they lynching blacks. Do you know why they call it a picnic? I kept asking people, do you know why they call it picnic? I'm not going to even tell you. If you really want to know, Google it. Google it. That's why I have a passion for my people. Now that I have woken up my mind to say I have to patronize my people, I have to open up a business, I have to do this for my people to let them know this is what we have to do. We like spending money. We like consuming. I'm not saying stop that. I'm just saying patronize black business. Seek black business. I'm really trying my best to implement black businesses in my talk show to where you can come on or you can give me information about your business that I can put on. And then even if I'm playing music, your business will get advertised in the show. This is what I'm working on. But I'm still working my regular job and trying to do this on weekends. I know it's a sacrifice on my part and still try to have a 14-year-old daughter. I know it's a sacrifice on my part, but God has put it in me to say, my grace is sufficient, and I'm going to do it. You see my talk show right now. God put this in my head and say, this is what I want you to do. He gave me the resources. It's very hard to try to figure out. I wish you guys could see what it takes, the equipment that it takes to be able to do this. But right now I have it. I really want to bring people in on Skype. I'm struggling with that right now, trying to figure that out. And I only get so much time before I got to do it because I have to move the other stuff. But I'm going to figure it out. And that way I can have somebody on my talk show. It's a lot of preachers out there. You have something to say, but a lot of times streaming is very expensive. But I make it affordable for you. That's the whole key to it. So I just want you guys to know, I'm not afraid about Trump being in there. I'm not glad he's in there, but I'm okay with that. Because now God has put us in a position to rise up. We've got to change our mindset. Open your Bible, open your mind, open your business. If you don't want to have a business, patronize people that got black business. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I will be back in 2 weeks. And hope you guys have a great Sunday. Those that at my church, I see you in church tomorrow. Be very, very careful out there because it's dangerous. It's dangerous. Do we have the police protection? I think you can answer that question yourself. If they see you arguing, they call the cops, and all of a sudden they come up and you boisterous, all they're going to do is write up the report. Put a gun in there or he resisted arrest because they're going to take up for their own people. So our backs are going to be up against a lot of situations. But we have to get visible as Christians. We got to let them know I'm a Christian, and what you're talking about is meaningless. Totally meaningless. You guys have a great evening. Have a blessed Sunday, and may God bless you all.